Here's a quick tutorial on how to obtain the Rose of Envy in depth spelunking. If you don't know, the Rose of Envy is obtained when you reach 100% research on the Sin of Envy. The Rose of Envy makes you a trapper, stunner, and a support for your teammates to get out of risky situations. The Rose of Envy gives you +1 to all of your stats, and for every empty starter slot, you will get a bonus +2 to all of your stats that also buffs your ability. If you only have the Flower of Envy equipped and have 2 starter slots open, you'll be granted +5 to all of your stats. Your flowers can stun monsters for longer, and it'll highlight nearby enemies. Every time you ensnare a monster, you'll be granted +15 stamina and +15 battery. The flowers can normally stun a monster for up to 5 seconds. You will also get a bonus +4 speed for as long as the monster is ensnared. If you only have 1 starter slot open, the Flower of Envy's effectiveness will decrease, and you will be given +3 to all of your stats, and your flower will only highlight the enemy that is ensnared. The flower will ensnare enemies for a little while, and you will only be given +2 speed on a successful snare. If you don't have any starter slots open, the Rose of Envy will be at its weakest. You will only be given +1 to all of your stats and you won't be given any bonuses upon a successful snare besides the +15 stamina and battery. The Rose of Envy has a cooldown of 60 seconds and consumes 15 battery every time you use it. It also takes at least 5 seconds for the flower to grow, so if you ever try planting a flower while you're being chased, you'll have to wait 5 seconds before you can ensnare the monster. The Rose of Envy can also stun bosses like Sloth, so take that to your advantage. Now before you start your run, you want to prepare a loadout that'll help you along the way on your journey on defeating Envy and reaching Envy in the first place. Keep in mind, this is just based on my opinion, and you can go for any loadout you'd like. This is just what helped me reach Envy and defeat them through my experiences. For the first loadout, if you've already unlocked the Black Market, then I'd recommend using the Halo, Providence, and the Invisibility Cloak. These items will help you reach floor 20 in no time. You can also switch some of the items for the Lumberjack Hat, the Notebook if you want more research, or the Heart Locket. If you're new to the game and cannot get past floor 20, then I'd recommend using the Invisibility Cloak, the Running Shoes, and the Crown of Flowers. You can switch out some of these with either the Notebook, the Halo, or the Hiker's Backpack. Before you start your run, I'd also recommend you to start these runs in teams of 2 to 5 due to the fact you will commonly and most likely have to deal with mannequins along the way, which are a massive pain to deal with solo. Mannequins require a lot of teamwork, and if anyone would like me to make a tutorial on how to beat them both solo and multiplayer, then let me know in the comments. To summon Envy, you need to make it to floor 20. When your run starts, just continue your run like normal, and don't forget to get rare items at the break room and floor 15 if you want more rare items. Once you've made it to floor 20, don't panic. Envy is actually really easy to go up against once you've figured out what she does. First of all, you might notice that you have over 13 tasks to complete. You need to collect 13 clipboards off of these statues around the map and they will have a faint bright glow to let you know where they are. You might also notice these weird green and white flowers that grow around you on the ground. Do not step on the flowers. If you step on the flower, you will be stuck in place and you'll need to struggle out of the snare by clicking E 10 times. This shouldn't be a big problem and they aren't that much of a worry really. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, make sure to start finding clipboards around the map. Remember, the power still can go out during this boss floor, so finish as soon as possible so you don't have to go through a tough time finding all the objects. Make sure you stick around the edge of the arena so you don't have to worry about getting near Envy. If Envy gets too close or starts to go near where you're trying to search for clipboards, move away and wait. If she starts to get near you, then you should relocate. Continue searching for clipboards around the map and keep your distance away from Envy. You don't really have a timer on this floor besides the power going out, so you can take your time. Don't forget to keep your speedy items in a slot you'll find them the most, just so if you ever get seen by Envy you can make a quick getaway and escape a chase from her as soon as possible. The moment you're spotted by Envy, she will throw a projectile at you that will greatly slow you down, so make sure you dodge her attack by moving to the left or right, and then fleeing from her after doing so. Once you collect the last clipboard, you'll immediately be awarded the Research of Envy and the Map Research. If you're here just for research, it doesn't really matter if you die at this point. Envy can only be summoned once per run and will only appear on floor 20. The last thing to note is that Envy can go up to the speeds of 20 through 30. She also has a sight of 60, so her sight isn't that bad to worry about, as well as her speed.